Here with Rory MacDonald, who was in fine form. Didn't take him 30 seconds to already take a shot at what I'm wearing. You're not a big fan of the sort of golf look?
I'm just used to the suit, that's all.
So whenever I interview you, I got to step up my game, is what you're saying?
I'd appreciate it.
I'd appreciate if you compete on Saturday night and emerge victorious for all of us in Canada. I don't mean to say that because I should be biased, but everyone's looking for that next sort of guy, and you're the guy. Do you feel that pressure at all?
No. I don't feel pressure. I just have to fight to my potential, and the rest will take care of itself.
The thing is, though, people that don't follow you as close as I do don't know what your potential is, because in my opinion, I think you have the best ground and pound in mixed martial arts, a jab that continues to improve technically on a daily basis. But when you take a look at a guy like Tyron Woodley, and I had this conversation with a bunch of other fighters, how important is space versus a guy like him, or does it even matter? It's just a fight's a fight.
Space is a factor in every fight. Him, big one, yeah. Because he's explosive and heavy-handed puncher, so it's important I'm in the right position the whole fight.
Talk about the training camp. How was it leading up to Vancouver here?
It was great, my best ever. In my honest opinion, I've never felt better. So I have no excuses going into this fight. I'm at my best.
Legendary guys from TriStar always talk to me about the Rory MacDonald sparring sessions. Were you nice to people in this camp or no?
Yeah, I mean, I was being myself, stuff happens, but, things went well.
I asked the same question I'm going to ask you right now to Tyron. I know Dana White said that Matt Brown and Robbie Lawler are potentially getting that next title shot. I don't buy that, because I believe it's either you or Tyron, the guy that wins this fight, only because of perhaps Dana sort of motivating you guys. Did you take it that way, or like you always say, it doesn't matter, I've got a job to do?
Yeah, it's more like it doesn't matter to me, because stuff changes all the time, and I'm really not stressed about it. I can only control what I do in the octagon Saturday, so that's my focus.
Do you have a perfect fight in mind versus Tyron Woodley?
Yeah, a dominant fight would be nice, but I'm ready for everything.
You told me in Quebec City you want to tear this guy apart. That's the first time I've seen you talk like that. You still have that mindset?
For sure. Yeah, I'm hungry for this.
You want to be the champion?
Definitely.
What's the message you want to send to Johnny Hendricks with your performance?
That I should be fighting you.
Are you ready to become the champion of the world? And what comes of this, especially considering the fact that you've been with George St. Pierre for so long and saw what he had to do as a champion and what it's like? Or is that, what, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot from George, and, being around him, being a friend of his, and, he's a big mentor of mine, so learning from him is going to be big. If I get to that point, then, I've learned a lot of things watching him and how he handles himself and stuff, but at the same time, I'm gonna be my own person and be champion the way I want.
Vancouver, competing once again, very close to home. Do you like competing here, or would you rather fight abroad where there's different type of pressure?
Definitely fight in Canada. I like fighting here. I make more money because of taxes, and it's just nicer here. I'm more comfortable here.
So you're telling me I should be telling Dana White and Joe Silva to book you in Toronto and Halifax and all that jazz?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, in terms of the last time you competed here, so close to defeating Carlos Condit, it didn't happen. Does that stick in the back of your mind, or is, that was 3 years ago, let it go, I'll put on a good performance for the fans no matter what?
Yeah, it doesn't dwell on me at all. I think a lot of people ask me that question thinking that it might, but I'm past it. I've learned my lessons from that fight, and I'm moving forward.
You still want to fight him?
Yeah, of course. Great competitor, and I'd love to test myself against him in the future.
As always, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
There he is, Aries Rory MacDonald, and I'm sure when that camera goes off, he'll start ripping me for something else. But as always, we appreciate his time. Big fight Saturday night, co-main event, UFC 174 versus Tyron Woodley.